Hello everyone, I am Vivek Jamwal, team member LEXIS and Company, and my today's topic is what are the punishments of domestic violence in India. So in today's video, I will be discussing what is domestic violence and what are the punishments for domestic violence and what are the laws in India to protect the women against this violence. And I will also discuss Dowry Provision Act 1961, and punishment for giving or taking dowry, and punishment for demanding dowry, then fine, then Section 498 of IPC. We will be discussing this in today's video. So hope you will get benefit from my video. Let's begin our today's video. As per the 2019 statistics, India is ranked number 1 as the most vulnerable country for a woman to exist. Even though domestic violence covers all kinds of violence undergone by a person by a genetically or biologically associated relative, the term domestic violence implies harassment against women since they are once suffering in the society as well as inside homes. It is a broad dilemma concerning the dependency of women over male partners that has pulled the domestic violence to the current extent in India. It might be fear of exclusion from the society that has made women plead even under those tortures and still pursuing their life under that stress. So, as we know that many society do violence or against the women, but still women accepts that, and women doesn't complain about that to anybody because they may have fear that they will that society will exclude her from the society, and even family members will not include her in family and throw out of the family. So this might be some reasons that she is not complaining to anyone. So let's begin. Law for domestic violence. There are 3 laws prevailing in India that directly deal with the domestic violence against women. These laws inhibit the abuse endured by the woman under the domestic premises as well as social environment. Those 3 laws are Protection for Women for Domestic Violence Act 2005, that is POWDVA 2005. This act was made to protect women from domestic violence including physical, emotional, financial or sexual abuse. This law is not only entitled to harassment from married partners but also from mother, grandmother, mother-in-law or relatives inside the home. Via this law, women can seek protection from any torture and can demand any compensation or financial support in case she is living apart. Then what is the punishment if a person is sued under Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005? This law is to primarily emphasize the protection of women from harassment domestically and not enforced criminally. The magistrate can issue a protection order under the act and decree the abuser not to contact the victim under any circumstances. Then second act is Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. First is Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. Then second is Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. The Dowry Prohibition Act was issued in India due to growing and assaults resulting from giving and taking dowry. The law primarily prohibits giving and taking of dowry in any form of including money, golds and properties. The act of giving dowry by the marrying party is considered under Dowry Prohibition Act. This law is criminal law under which the abuser is punished considering the circumstances. Punishment for giving or taking dowry. Punishment with imprisonment for years, not less than 5. Fine of value not less than 15,000 or above value of dowry offered or taken. Punishment for demanding dowry. Punishable with imprisonment for not less than 6 months and can extend up to 2 years depending upon the understanding of case sensitivity by the court. Fine value of up to 10,000. Interdict on the advertisement if any publishers issue the consideration of dowry from anyone. Section 498 of IPC. This law is to protect women from abuse from her husband or in-laws under any circumstances including driving her to commit suicide or causing any injury to herself because of the mental pressures and stress. This law also includes the torture from mentioned people due to failure in herself herself property, abduction, or valuable assets. This is also a criminal law under which the abuser is subjected to a penalty under the Act. Punishment for under the 498A Act, 498 of IPC, Section 498 of IPC. What is the punishment under Section 498 IPC? Fine not less than 10,000, punishable with imprisonment for not less than 3 years. Non-bailable offence. It is a non-bailable offence, and domestic violence is growing rapidly in the society even though it is recognized as an evil act by the law. Domestic violence gets established when the victims believe that the violence faced is entirely normal and acceptable. When she starts to justify the action as not be reported, the issues get worse than before. Domestic violence can be brought to an end when the victim makes a move to bring the abuser to the front. So, I have discussed you with some acts and some sections, for example 498A of IPC and acts such as Dowry Demanding Act, Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, and such as Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. So hope you will get benefit from my video. Thank you.